Jordan Machado here, aspiring biologist and hopefully a future herpetologist here at Stateful Grace. And today we're going to be covering food-motivated hognoses. So over here, we've got cookie dough, and as you can see, she is twitching, she is looking at me, she is tongue flicking really, really fast. And these are all signs that she is extremely excited and in the mood for food. So what we want to do here is kind of let her know that it's not time to eat, and we don't want to just grab her because that is a really strong chance of her just kind of turning around and trying to chew on me. As you can see, anything that moves right now is game. Sometimes just having them out and waiting for a little bit helps them realize that it is not food time. But in this case, I'm actually going to show you what we like to do to kind of help them realize that it isn't food time. Now, one of my favorite methods is kind of just go here behind them and gently pet them. Now, do be careful because sometimes they will just turn around and assume that's where food is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my other hand and gently pet the other side of her. So even though she's still looking for food, gradually she's going to realize, wait a second, I don't get pet when there is food going on. Hi! Oh, really? So it's a little bit of a, I'd say a little game of chicken, but if this is a little too spooky for you, you can also use a snake hook. And if you want to just gently touch her with the snake hook, that way you're not using your fingers to kind of let her know that it's not food time. See, it's okay. This is not food. Now, some hoggies will try to actually bite the snake hook because they just kind of assume that it is food time. But I like to use this gentle touch method to just let them know that I'm not here feeding them. Girl, don't try to bite your tail. That's not food. And I'm gonna keep doing this until her tongue flicks calm down and her twitching calms down either. These are very gentle touches. I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm just trying to let her know that I don't have any food right now. And this isn't something that happens when there's food. So I'm actually going to gently see if I can pick her up. Just want to gently hook her underneath because she doesn't really get picked up when it's food time either. And I'm going to just go ahead and move her outside of her enclosure because she knows that she doesn't eat when she's outside. Hey, can I go ahead and pet you again? Yeah? Are you thinking about it now? Hi. Now she is a hungry girl going through some growth spurts, but what's most important is I'm going to keep watching her body language. I don't really want to get too close to her mouth just because I don't know yet if she's out of food mode. And that's why she was just sniffing me. But her tongue flicks are calming down, they're becoming less rapid, and she's definitely not as twitchy. And I am going to keep gently petting her. And it's important to kind of watch their body language, especially if it's a baby going through a growth spurt, because sometimes they might just be calm in your hands and then they smell something and suddenly, like a toddler, they think about food and they try to give you a little nibble. And of course, if they do give you a little nibble, we have a video that you can watch. It talks about how to handle hognose bites and how to safely remove them. But see, she's kind of calming down. I'm giving her little belly tickles. And it does look like she's doing pretty good now. Now, you see she got some quick, rapid tongue flicks, and that was a food response. So she wasn't quite in the clear yet. I'm just going to gently push her off, and we'll keep trying. Hey, baby. And letting her slither through my fingers is definitely a good way to do that, but mostly just kind of want to keep an eye on her mouth and not really let her press it against me, because that's when she might suddenly go back into, oh, this is food. Why? Because food usually touches my mouth. But we have already calmed her down a little bit, because she's not twitching, she's not trying to come at me with her mouth open. And even though I got a tiny little nibble, I did just remove her, and I keep handling just to let her know, hey, this isn't food time, you can't just come at me with your mouth open. Another thing you can also try is to have specific hand sanitizers with scents, like some of them have like lavender smell or lemon smell, and make sure you use that before you go handling, and make sure you also never use it when you're feeding them, so that they kind of learn to associate that specific smell with not food. They learn to associate that with, oh cool, it's time to hang out. And I think we've done it. I think the cookie monster has finally calmed down. Isn't that right, sweetheart? Oh, And I think we are officially out of food mode. There we go. Now we can just go ahead, and I still don't trust her. She is a growing girl. So I'm always going to keep my eye on her, especially when you have a little baby that's going through growth spurts. They're kind of always prone to just being hungry. Now that doesn't mean you're going to get bit all the time. It just means pay attention. And possibly check their food, check their diet. Maybe they need a little more oomph in their diet. You could also feed babies every 4 to 5 days if you've noticed that they've started getting real hungry. But other than that, that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. Say bye! It was probably Luna coming to say hello. She's like, whoa, that doesn't smell like food. Luna, what are you doing here? Down. Oh, okay, stay. No,